Hi, gents. Thank you again for the opportunity. Thank you, Neil, Clinton, and Tony. So, just wanted to put a quick video here to guide you guys through the presentation I put together on Muro, which is a platform to draw up ideas and explain concepts and link them together. Right, so let's just get started. I wanted to be quick and not take too much of your time. So, I wanted to first mention that we have 10 years of cloud PBX experience in South Africa when everybody was still doing analog PBXs and stuff like that. We're already doing cloud. So our solution is built for cloud, not a adaptation of a PBX on a machine, right? So we that allows us to have great knowledge about how the market works, the challenges and the technicalities behind it. And we have dealt with resellers for a very long time. So that gives us, also some more knowledge on how to support those resellers. So our value proposition is literally to provide a feature full PBX that's reliable and that allows the reseller to offer a great product. White label, great pricing, full featured, hybrid, you can bring in your trunk, agnostic part. The core things we do best, our knowledge, and our implementation. So our knowledge leads to a better implementation that's not matched in the country. You're gonna touch that a little bit later. We have the fastest support in the industry. Very proud of that. There's no, first level support. You talk to people that know what's happening. Just a bit of background on people involved with the Spacepbx project directly. So it will be me. I'm a certified product manager. This is my third BRICS country. I have developed products and SaaS and other sort of e-commerce technical products in Brazil, China, and South Africa. Nelson is our core engineer. He was the developer for the biggest mobile provider in South America. And translating all of that to real life, to features that help the day-to-day of a reseller and the client is Eric. Eric has more than 25 years experience in the South African PBX market, right? So just a quick thing about our value chain. As you guys know, all the hardware, installation, etc., all of that client interaction, you capitalize, and the infrastructure, technical side, sales cases, and different implementations we've been through, etc., we can provide, right? So local support and like really fast response time. Over here, we have the features of the PBX. You can expect it, but everything headset solutions have been using it for a few years now, throughout the versions and new releases. We don't charge per extra feature like call queues. Like queuing is something that all the pretty much everybody charges extra out attendance. If you want to, that's up to you. We don't. That's not something that we would charge. So we have resellers that they charge, per different dial plans, but we charge them the right. Over here we have a little bit about our cloud implementation. As I said, it's not a replication of a PBX. It's a multi-cell PBX. If we compare to the A-Star, for example, the A-Star it's type of single cell. It's one instance. Even their platform, the way they say it's still several instances, and you go putting clients there, but they work individually. In our case, it's a cluster. It's like literally several clouds talking to each other. So in a single cell, in a single instance type of thing, all sections depend on another. So the A-Star, you're having a problem with the interface. You're having a problem with the rest of the PBX. You may lose calls or you may lose data on the database. In our case, if I'm having a problem with the interface, it runs on a service and I just kill that service. That does not mean that the clients will stop making calls, which they will not, because the service, the extension registration, and the free switch thing that makes the call are separate services. So the extensions will will register to our SIP proxy and still make the calls. We fix something on the interface, we put it back online. It's something wrong with the AWS service for that. We spawn it in Ireland. I don't know. Same thing with our database. Our database is a AWS service, right? So it's always up to date. It's always safe. And that way I don't lose data. So if there's a, something happens, a bomb drops at AWS, well, we spawn it somewhere else at AWS in Joburg or second pop, whatever it is. So as I said, it's a PBX built for cloud, not a replication or adaptation of something that exists. So that makes us faster. It's a lot easier and cheaper to scale. So if you need 1,000 extensions for tomorrow, not a problem. It's a lot more to talk about the technicalities of it. It's very deep. I hope we can have a sit down and talk about it. Comparing directly with the EA Star, right? So structure-wise, EA Star is a replication on a container. We have a proper multi-cell cluster of servers. That was what makes a difference. Like EA Star can be hosted on AWS. That doesn't mean the implementation is done correct. So our pricing, it's better. We don't charge per channels. The call recording charges are also different. EA Star you cannot white label. We can. Our support is local here with the developers, with real knowledge of thousands and thousands of extensions deployed. A little bit more of comparison here as well. The multi-cell as said, geolocation backup. Our database is also unique. We have dedicated DNS instead of IPs. We use Cloudflare, the biggest DNS provider in the world and safest. We have a SIP proxy, that the extensions don't register straight to the PBX, which is safer and allows us to do a lot of cool things. We allow international IP registration. A lot of providers here don't because security done wrong. We have a real provisioning system for the A-links, not a gimmick that you still have to go to the phone. It's literally MAC address, extension, PBX, encryption if you want TLS, codec, save, restart the phone, done. And you have a lot of other custom solutions that we've been developing for specific clients and things like that. Our storage also AWS. Down here, we have a bit of a comparison. This is based on our price when we were more expensive than EA Star. Now we are actually cheaper. We tested all of these. Now, when it comes to the pricing, just a quick example, a 5 extensions with 2 channels costs $180 per month. With us, it's 145, that's including call recording. With EA Star, it doesn't have call recording. A 5 extension sort of setup charges, it spends 1,000 minutes. So at the end of 1 year, that would be extra 200 Rand and growing. Another thing important to mention here, you don't need to record all extensions. You want to record just one. So 4 extensions will be charged at 20 Rand, 1 extension will be charged at 29. So that gives plenty of to add more charge. Here just a few of the clients, different implementations. Yes, Hello Peter is our client, good client. They've been with us for 2 years now. 100% mobile implementation. Cash Crusaders, headquarter plus 27 stores, all talking to each other. Capital Group Hotel, they had a little bit different. They have a dedicated cluster for themselves and several PBXs per hotel. And then they all talk to each other integrated. So Steenberg is the Gulf state. Motos also slightly different PBXs per dealerships and headquarter, etc. And now here we have the bottom line. Thank you again. I hope you guys have the time to go through all of this. There's also the full presentation here if you have the time. Thank you. Hope we talk soon.